Naraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. On this auspicious eve of Kartik, we are very fortunate to be assembled in association of devotees to discuss, and a topic also allotted to me is very wonderful. The very apt topic to be discussed in Kartik, that is the meditation on the limbs of the Lord. So on this, I think last Sunday, Braj Krishna Prabhu initiated the topic. He started the topic, but the topic was so nectarian that Prabhuji went very deep into this one portion of the ocean. He left many, so many things to be explored. So today we will go to the other portions of the verses. So before that, we will seek the blessings of all the devotees so that we can speak something from Parampara. So we'll start that. So Prabhuji was taking up the third canto, 28th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, which describes how a yogi meditates on the Supreme Lord. The yogi's revelation, of the Supreme Lord within his heart and how he meditates. So in the last class, Prabhuji mainly focused on the lotus feet. Yes. So very deeply the lotus feet of the Lord. Yes, we discuss all the names. So today we'll start from the rest other limbs of the body of the Lord. So yeah. So I'll just want to tell that means we can see the limbs of the Lord from different perspective. One is to just see the sweetness, the beauty which is there in the Lord's limbs. Another perspective of seeing the Lord's limbs is by remembering this is the same lotus feet which decorates the Braj Bhumi. Because the Braj Bhumi, the dust is very, very soft. Yes, very, very fine. So anything which imprints on that dust makes a very clear and fine marks on it. So when Krishna used to put his lotus feet on the Braj Bhumi, not only lotus feet, the lotus structure was visible. Yes. Even the finer marks on the lotus feet were also visible. That was the level of microscopic visibility. Yes. And these are the same lotus feet whose imprints drew Nand Maharaj and other cowherd men to come to the ghat where Krishna was entrapped in Kaliya. You see, Yamuna Ghat is huge. So now, where to come on Yamuna Ghat? So Nand Maharaj followed the footprints. Yes. So like this is one of the perspective of seeing the Lord's limbs. Maharaj, Bhakti Padma Saurabh Prasharak Swami Maharaj told another perspective of seeing the same bodily limbs of the Lord. He told we can see the bodily limbs of the Lord as per the cantos of Bhagavatam. When we see the two lotus feet, we can remember first canto and second canto. We can remember all the pastimes which are there in the first and second canto. And that completes the meditation on the Lord's lotus feet. Yes. So, we can remember how Pandava surrendered, how Kunti Maharani surrendered. The first, second canto is all about surrender. How Bhishma Dev surrendered, how Kunti Maharani surrendered, how Narada boy surrendered, how Vyas Dev surrendered, how Parikshit Maharaj surrendered. Yes. So it's the whole story of surrender only. And we surrendered where? To the lotus feet. And that's why this is another perspective of seeing the lotus feet. Another perspective, it is said that there is very famous Sri Vaishnava saint. His name was Vedant Deshika. So that Vedant Deshika once he was challenged. Some person he was jealous of his scholarly nature. He just challenged, have a poetic debate with me. So topic was given in which that person has to write some poem and Vedant Deshika also has to write some poem. So So then the people were thinking, कि what topic to give him? Let us give him some very difficult topic so that it's very difficult to write on it. So they gave him the topic that write on Lord's slippers. Slippers, है ना? What we call in Hindi? खड़ा हुआ. Paduka, yes, yes, sorry. Perfect. Paduka, write on Paduka of the Lord. And Vedant Dasika, within few hours, cut. He wrote Paduka Shatak. Huh? He wrote 100 prose writing. And there is one disciple of Rompal Swami Maharaj. He has done a very detailed analysis of that literature. And he was telling, if you read it, na, you'll be mesmerized. How can, see, when we think of Lord's Paduka, maybe one or two glories will maximum come to us. But my God, if you read it, you will be flat. So, one thing I will just speak from there. He told कि when in Ramayan, Lakshman, he took Lord's Paduka, sorry, Bharat, he took Ram's Paduka and took it to Ayodhya. So he described in many verses the separation the Paduka was feeling from Lord's lotus feet. Can we imagine? Can we ever think in that angle? कि ऐसा भी हो सकता है क्या? So he was telling कि the amount of separation Paduka was feeling from Lord's lotus feet, because he's always with it, always with the lotus feet of the Lord. And then he was saying, what is the great fortune of Bharat? He is having the Paduka now. Yes. What is the great fortune of Bharat's head? That Paduka is now on his head, in his Siasan. And for 14 years, who was the ruler? Paduka was the ruler. Yes. Can we ever think that Paduka is the king? Yes. So, so this is the Vedanta Yashika. So like that, there are multiple angles and ways in which Lord's limbs can be analyzed. So this was just lotus feet. So Krishna Prabhu has already very vividly covered the lotus feet. So now we will go to the next limb, little up. So whatever series of shlokas Prabhuji was following, I will try to follow the same series. So, okay. So this is Canto 3, verse 28. Oh, acha. Uh, Canto 3, verse 28, verse number 24. 3:28:24. Repeating, 3:28:24. उरु सुपर्णा भुजयोर अधिशोभमानाओ ओजो निधि. Okay, so time is very less, Proji, because lords have many limbs. है ना? So let us. I think if devotees want to recite, we can recite together. Yes. ऊरु सुपर्णभुजयोरधिशोभमाना ओजो निधि अतसिका कुसुमावभासौ व्यालं विपीतवरवाससि वर्तमाना कांची कलापरिरम्बिनितम्बबिम्बम्. So, uru, है ना? Uru means what? Two thighs. Yes. So Uru Suparna. So I'll just directly go to the translation. Next, the yogi should fix his mind in a meditation on the supreme personality of Godhead's thighs, the storehouse of all energy. The Lord's thighs are whitish blue, like the lustre of linseed flower, and appear most graceful when the Lord is carried on the shoulder of Garuda. Also, the yogi should contemplate his rounded hips, which are encircled by a girdle that rests on the exquisite yellow silk cloth that extend down to his ankles. So beautiful. Now, above the lotus feet, the whole area is covered. Yeah? Is covering the thighs, hips, and the dhoti, which is spread over that. Yeah? So the thighs. Yeah? So first of all, here the color of the thigh is there. What is the color of the thigh? Linseed flower. Maybe okay, not visible. I was thinking of asking Prabhuji to open the picture, Google image of linseed flower. If you see linseed flower, maybe devotees can open in their smartphone. You know, best use of smartphone to see what is linseed flower looks like. So linseed flower, if you see, it looks bluish with whitish hue. It has a very beautiful combination of blue and white. It is very beautiful. The first of all, color of the thigh is how the that of the linseed flower. Devotees are able to see in their smartphone. Yes, that's visible. Very wonderful. And then another description which is given is that the Lord's thighs looks like the plantain tree. Plantain tree is like banana tree. So the thigh looks like banana tree. Yes, two thighs. They look like that. So that's one thing. Another thing, the description is, especially those thighs becomes very highlighted when Lord sits on Garuda. Yes. When Lord sits on Garuda, then the thighs are very nicely visible. So generally we stand, the thighs are just flat. But when you sit, the thighs becomes exposed more. Yes. So that's one. This is the same thigh from whom when Nar Narayan Rishi were doing tapasya and when Indra's agent they came to disturb the austerities of Nar Narayan Rishi, from the same thigh who came? Urvashi. And that's why it is known as Uruvashi. One who does Uru. Because it came from Uru, that's why it is known as Uruvashi. So that's another thing. This is the same thigh on which Lord Narsimhadev kept Hiranyakashipu and tore him apart. And that's why I'm still remembering because I watched Mahavatar Narsimha 5 times in theater. So, so I remember a lot of dialogues. है ना? I remember as it is dialogues. कि देख ना तू आकाश में है ना तू जमीन पर है तू मेरी जंघा पर है exact dialogues which Lord Narsimha speaks in that movie. Yes, this is the same thigh on which Lord put. This is the same thigh on which Lord killed Madhu and Ketab demon. This is Madhu and Ketab demon. This happened. Now, going little more sweetness part, this is the same thigh on which Lakshmi Dev sits besides. We have Lakshmi Narasimha. So where is Lakshmi ji sitting? On the thigh. This is the same thigh which are many times used in many of the intimate pastimes of the Lord. Suppose somebody want to sleep. So you have seen like that photo in which Balram ji is sleeping on Krishna's thigh, and sorry, one of the Gopas thigh, and they're massaging, and then sometimes Radharani and Krishna they may exchange, those kind of exchanges. So this thigh, this is the very used in many of the pastimes of the Lord. We can meditate on the beautiful thighs. We can meditate on the beautiful hips of the Lord, which are covered. So now the dhoti is covering the, and dhoti is like dazzling yellow, dazzling yellow. So it is said, there's a beautiful analogy which is made dhoti on the thigh of the Lord. The Lord body is in general what? Blue. And dhoti is yellow. It is just like on the blue sky, there is a lightning. In the blue sky, there is a lightning. Similarly, the dhoti is appearing like a lightning on the blue body of the Lord. So that's the rainy season. And the Lord wear peacock feather. That peacock feather is like the rainbow. So blue sky, lightning, and rainbow. And Lord is showing, bestowing his glance. That is like rain, which is falling on the devotees. So this whole beautiful description is there. Okay. So each limb will discuss briefly only. So now let's go to the next verse. Verse number 25. So lotus feet is covered, thighs are covered, hips are covered, dhoti is covered. So now let's go to the next. Okay, we can recite together. नाभिहृदं भुवनकोशगुहोदरस्थं यत्रात्मयोनिधिशनाखिललोकपद्मं व्यूढं हरिन्मणिवृषस्तनयोरमुष्या ध्यायेद्वयं विशदाहारमयूखगौरम्. The yogi should then meditate on his moon-like navel in the center of his abdomen. From his navel, which is the foundation of the entire universe, sprang the lotus stem containing all the different planetary systems. The lotus is the residence of Brahma, the first created being. In the same way, the yogi should concentrate his mind on the Lord's nipples, which resemble a pair of most exquisite emeralds and which appear whitish because of the rays of the milk white pearl necklaces adorning his chest. So two limbs are three limbs are covered: abdomen, navel, and chest. Okay, so we'll discuss. So one very amazing thing about the navel is that generally we say lotus feet, lotus hands. So there are many reasons why we say lotus. One reason is they are soft like lotus. Another reason is that the sole of the feet or the sole of this thing, sometime in the color also they may appear like a lotus. Sometime one acharya has said that because Lord's feet is always residing on a lotus. Lord's feet doesn't remain suspended just like that. There is a lotus base on. That's why lotus feet is also said. One of the reason. But one very beautiful thing about navel is that navel shape is like lotus. Navel exactly remembered lotus. So we can think Lord's abdomen to be like water whose color is blue. And in between what is there? Lotus. So the shape is exactly like lotus. And from that lotus navel comes lotus flower. That's lotus square, or lotus cube, you can say. That lotus navel, which looks like lotus, one lotus flower comes, and it carries the whole universe. So now fifth canto is the navel of the Lord, because fifth canto contains the whole creation, and that's why that's the navel of the Lord. Yes, and when Kunti Maharani was bidding, so-called bidding farewell to Krishna, but simultaneously requesting him to stay back. Both the emotions were there. So Kunti Maharani wanted to glorify Krishna's beauty. So generally, the Krishna's beauty start from feet, but because Kunti Maharani is the aunt of Krishna, so Krishna will become shy if you look at his feet because Krishna is very junior. So Kunti Maharani starts from where? Navel. Namo Pankaj Nabhaya, Namo Pankaj Maline, Namo Pankaj Netraya, Namaste Pankajangire. So Namo Pankaja Nabhaya. She starts from the navel of the Lord. So that's another very beautiful thing. And then talking about the abdomen, what is the what can other be the best time to discuss about the abdomen when Kartik Mass is going on? This is the same abdomen. The, what is the last line of Damodar Ashtakam? Namaste Tudamne Puradipti Damne Twadiyodharayasya Vishwasya Damne Udara. Twadiya Udara. आपके उदर है ना. So this udar which contains the whole Vishwa, the entire Vishwa, which was that Rishi whom Krishna swallowed, and within the abdomen he saw the whole universe again, who was left in that, huh? Markandeya Rishi. What is that song? कि पुतस्य पत्रे शयनम मुरारे. So, so that patra was there in which. So when he swallowed Markandeya, so Markandeya Rishi was seeing universe outside, but when he was swallowed by Krishna, he saw the same universe inside also, and this is incomprehensible. How can the whole universe is outside, and the same universe is also inside? Krishna is there in the universe. Whole universe is there in Krishna. Keep using your IIT intelligence and keep getting confused for the rest of the eternity by thinking about this concept. Yes, very difficult to comprehend. So this abdomen is the storehouse of the whole universe. But the same abdomen, which is very majestic, got conquered by the love of Mother Yashoda. Yes. So that's the beautiful abdomen of the Lord. And next is the chest. So he's telling beautiful nipples. He's glorifying the nipples on the chest. They're looking like two emerald, which is put on the nipple. Shankaracharya says that in this world, generally, the opposite sex they get attracted to the chest and the breast part of the body. Yes. So it is said that all the chest, all the breast of this universe, they have their beauty in the Lord's chest. So nipples are appearing like a two emerald, and there is a white pearl necklace, and its shining is making. So the Lord's generally the chest is what blue, the whole body is blue color, but because of that shining of the pearl, the nipples on the chest are looking white. This is, and this is the same chest on which Lord skip whom? Mother Lakshmi. So the more details will come in uh, ahead verses. So let's go to the next verse, bro. Verse number 26. वक्षोधिवासं ऋषभस्य महाविभूते पुंसां मनोनयननिवृत्तिम् आददानं कण्ठं च कौस्तुभमणेरभिभूषणार्थं कुर्यान् मनसि अखिललोकनमस्कृतस्य. Yogis should then meditate on the chest of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the abode of Goddess Mahalakshmi. So that's beautiful. And this is what separates the Lord from other Vaikuntha Vasi. So there are two distinctions. Suppose somebody lands up in Vaikuntha, and just to test your general knowledge, some Vaikuntha Vasi may put the Lord and other Vaikuntha Vasi also in the line, other similar looking, and then they will say identify the Lord. Then only you will get entry into Vaikuntha. So this GK, they will test your Prabhupada book reading, how much you have read. Yes. So can anybody tell two distinction? Srivatsa, yes, which is coming, and Kaustuv. Yes. So these are the two distinction which is there, and this is the same Srivatsa which helped Parshuram when he entered with a fight with Lord Ram in Ramayana. You remember that Parshuram went into fight with Lord Ram because he broke that Dhanush, and Parshuram came with his axe to cut off. And then there was a whole discussion going on, and Lakshman was becoming very outrageous. And he was saying, Lakshman, he was just shouting, who is that person who has broken? And Lakshman was saying, why you are becoming angry so much? You are a sage. You must control your anger. But then Parshuram is saying, who is this? Kis balak? Hati balak? Kaun hai ye balak? Because that time Lakshman was looking like a balak only, who is speaking like that. I will cut you like this. I will do like this to you. You don't know who am I. And then Lakshman is saying, अरे बोलते क्या हो करके दिखाओ तुम सिर्फ तुम्हारा साहस सिर्फ बोलने के लिए है कुछ करके दिखाओ. And then he was saying, yeah, still you are not understanding this that. Lakshman was saying कि अरे बचपन में तो हम खेल खेल में धनुष को ऐसे तोड़ देते थे. एक और धनुष तोड़ दिया. हम क्षत्रिय हैं, है ना. जैसे बच्चे खिलौना तोड़ते हैं हम धनुष तोड़ देते हैं. इसमें क्यों गुस्सा हो रहे हो? Then he was saying कि अरे आ जाओ ये करने. Then Lakshman was saying कि तोड़ दो अपने जनेऊ को, बिकॉज हम ब्राह्मण पे हाथ नहीं उठाते. जनेऊ को तोड़ दो, फिर देखो मैं क्या करता हूँ. एंड देन लाइक दैट है ना, द थिंग्स वर हैपनिंग. एंड देन लॉर्ड राम वाज पुटिंग कि लक्ष्मण तुम पीछे जाओ, मैं आगे आता हूँ, है ना. एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स वर हैपनिंग. एंड देन सडनली लॉर्ड राम्स uttari, it little bit slided down, and on the chest he saw Srinivasa, and he was passive. He was saying, "Baap re, ye to supreme personality of Godhead." And I, Parsuram, is just the Kala Vishesha, the partial plenary portion of that same personality of Godhead. And his whole anger suspended. So this is the same chest. Then the Lord's chest is the source of all transcendental pleasure for the mind and full satisfaction for the eyes. This chest is very beautiful. The yogi should then imprint on his mind the neck of the Lord, who is adored by the entire universe. The neck of the Lord serves to enhance the beauty of Kaustuba gem which hangs on his chest. Kaustuba. This is, please focus on the last line. This is very important. You see, it is not written that Kaustuba jewel is decorating the Lord's neck. What is written is the neck is enhancing the beauty of Kaustuba jewel. Yes. So generally in this world, ladies wear necklace or male wear chain to enhance their beauty. But here the beauty of the Kaustuba is enhanced by the Lord's neck. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu neck is just like described as a lion's neck. The lion has a very majestic neck. So he says that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu neck was just like lion. So this is another very. And then other scriptures describe. He generally in this world we say na, कि सीना चौड़ा है, that's considered male beauty. किसी का सीना चौड़ा है. The Lord has a broad chest along with shoulder. Yes. So that's the another beauty of the chest of the Lord. We'll go to the verse number 27. बाहुंश्च मन्दरगिरे परिवर्तनेन निर्निक्तबाहुबलयान् अधिलोकपालान् सञ्चिन्तयेद्दशसतारम् अशह्यतेज साङ्घं च तत्करसरोरुहराजहंसम्. The yogi should further meditate upon the Lord's four arms, which are the source of all the powers of the demigods who control the various functions of the material nature. Yes. The Lord's arms are like, because through the arms, a person do the things. Through the arms, he arrange the things like you have to arrange the Vyasasana. Through the arms, you lift everything. So the demigods are like Lord's arms. And what is there? The yogi should then concentrate on the polished ornaments which were burnished by the Mount Mantra as it revolved. He should also duly contemplate the rod discus, the Sudarshan Chakra, which contain 1,000 spokes and a dazzling luster, as well as conch, which looks like a swan in his lotus like palm. Yes, so I think last time Rishikesh Krishna Prabhu discussed that Lord has four arms. In the four arms, he carries Sankha Chakra, Gada, and Padma. And that's why Lord's name is Chakrapani, Gadapani, Padmapani. So Pani means he is holding with his hands. Chakrapani like that. So, uh, and with the two Chakra and Gada is to award punishment to the demon. And Shankha and Padma is to bless the devotees. Can you name one devotee whom Lord blessed with Padma or Shankha? Dhruv Maharaj. Dhruv Maharaj was not able to speak. He was a child. He was practically illiterate that time. And Lord touched him with his Shankha. And that Shankha surcharged him with the electricity of spiritual energy. And he was able to speak very highly eloquent verses. So this is the two Shankha and Padma Lord blesses. These are the same hands with the Lord lifted one more so-called chakra. That is the wheel of the Rath. Yes, to protect his devotees. These are the same hands with which the Lord was. There's Arjuna ke rath हाकन हारे गीता के उपदेश तुम्हारे है ना. So these are the same hands with which Lord catches the lagam. The lagam, घोड़े का लगाम है ना. The same hands. This is the same hands when the horses become tired in the long fight. Then Krishna stopped and he pressed the hands. है ना. First of all, Krishna was pressing है ना, the 2 feet of the है ना, horse, 1 feet of the horse. Horse put both the feet, and then the horse put his behind feet also. इसको भी massage करो. है ना. And they felt complete relaxed. है ना. They had a very beautiful spa massage है ना, by Krishna that time. These are the same hands when gopis in Rasa Leela became very tired. Yeah? So with the same hand, Krishna, he just put, wipe the sweat of the gopis. And when the hands were going around the gopis, they were feeling as if Jhandu Balm is getting applied. And they felt complete relief of fatigue. And so, uh, His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj was telling that the hands also have the marks. Uh, So, I was searching some more shastric evidences for it. Maybe I didn't had much time. So, but Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj says that just like feet have marks, so even hands also have marks. So these are the same hand. These are the same hands with which uh, on the left, first of all, left hand. Generally, right hand is more strong. Then, so because Krishna was not left-handy, Krishna is both handy in that sense. But Krishna usually used to do his things. Means he was following normal. जैसे खाते हैं, जैसे सब लोग खाते हैं वैसे वो भी खाते थे. Generally, left hand is weak. In the left hand, the weakest finger is little finger. In the whole finger, the weakest part is the upper है ना nail part. सबसे sensitive वही है. थोड़ा सा भी वो हो गया ना. So Krishna was lifting with his left hand, little finger on the tip, nak. So people think that Krishna lifted Govardhan on the finger, but it's a misconception. Krishna lifted finger on the nails, nak. Nak ऊपर गोवर्धन धारे हो. Can you imagine? नख ऊपर Govardhan धारे हो. He was lifting it on the nak. Yes. So can you imagine the Lord's hands? Beauty. This is the same hands with which Lords tightly embrace the Mother Yashoda. This is the same hands with which Lord in the Madhurya Ras, he embraces gopis. This is the same hand which used to bless the devotees. Can you name one devotee? So one devotee we saw with which Lord touched his conch shell. But can you name one devotee who was surcharged when Lord put his hand over him? Direct hand, Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was relieved of all the ignorance. Of course, he was already free from ignorance, but whatever little last trace, whatever was remaining, he was fully. These are the same hands in which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to apply Chandan. Generally, we apply Chandan on the hands. Yes? The same hands, Ajanu Lambita. At Lord's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu hands are like long golden pillars. Yes, molten golden pillars. He has a very long hands. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will put his hand down, they will touch the knees. So this is the same hand. Yes. So can other devotee also add something about the hand? So this we are having very wonderful poetic discussion. The devotees can also add something. Devotees remember something about hands. Anything. There are some demons where Krishna just killed by his hand only. Name one. Kamsa. है ना, बस वन वन वाज इनफ। कंसा को ज्यादा कुछ नहीं, वो है ना, वो क्या है, कृष्णा और कंस है ना मूवी में शो, कृष्णा जंप्ड on the dais of Kamsa. Mama, मैं आ गया. There's a famous dialogue. And then pulled him, you know, and then he was pulling and just he was, you know, dragging him, and all this fight was going on. He said, "एक मारा ना, खत्म. One was enough." Or then people saw the strength of Lord Arms with a fight with Chanur and Mustik. So these are the same arms with which Lord was. So yes, we can discuss. Devotees can keep adding, but okay. So we'll go to the Keshi demon. वो hand को, hand was appearing like a hot iron rod. उसको ऐसे बंद कर दिया था. Okay. So now we'll 28 floor. And ये this one ना, कांधे कामरकारी. The Lord puts his, that is there no? In Vrindavan they have something is there when Lord puts his hand. What is that known as? ऐसा ऐसा रहता है ना, V shape. V shape is there. Lord put his hand. Ah, yes, that is there. And Balram ji put his hand on Krishna. वो भी एक hand है ना. Balram ji put his hand on Krishna, showing that I will protect Krishna. See, arms are protection. Demigods, है ना. Similarly, Balram ji is also giving protection through his hand. So that's another hand. When Yajna Patnis, they saw Krishna. So how they saw Krishna, what pose they saw Krishna? Krishna was putting one arm around a friend's neck, and with his another arms he was revolving the lotus flower. So I don't know lotus flower, some flower was there. He was rotating like this, and he was putting one hand like this. So they saw that beauty also. Yes. Okay. But, all right. So let's go to the verse number 28. कौमोदकीं भगवतोदयितां स्मरेता दिग्धाम् अरातिभत्सोनितकर्दमेना मालां मधुर्वतवरूठगिरोपघुष्ठां चैत्यस्य तत्त्वम् अमलं मणिम् अस्य कंठे. The yogi should then meditate upon his club, which is named Komodaki, and is very dear to him. This club smashes the demons, who are always inimical soldiers, and is smeared with their blood. One should also concentrate on the nice garland on the neck of the Lord, which is always surrounded by bumblebees with their nice buzzing sound, and one should meditate upon the pearl necklace on the Lord's neck, which is considered to represent the pure living entities who are always engaged in his service. So this is very beautiful. That the pearls are like one devotee whom Lord carry. You know? So generally, one who is very dear to us, we embrace them. So, so does anybody know what is the scientific reason for embrace? You know? One thing is that, see, in embrace we think arms are most important organ in embracing, but no, arms are just a medium. The most important organ in embrace is what? Chest. So those who are very dear to us, we hold them close to our chest. And why chest? Because inside is heart. We want to bring that person. And arms are just a medium to drag them to our chest. Yeah. So in the embracing mechanism, you know, the most important organ is what? Chest. Yes. So Lord is putting his most dear devotee in his heart. So once this pastimes comes of Hanumanji. Hanumanji, so somebody puts told कि Lord, Lord Ram has a particular list of devotees whom he tried to, very dear to him. Hanumanji was searching, his name was not there only. अरे ये क्या हो गया? So then the Lord revealed him. अरे you devotees like you don't है ना just become kala akshar within the some book, one of the many names. Are Hanuman, for you I carry. So these are the devotees who carry me in their heart. Lord told, जिनका तुम नाम पढ़ रहे हो, these are the devotee who carry me in their heart. But your name is special because I carry you within my heart. There is a difference. So, so he told that Lord is wearing that necklace. In that necklace, each pearl is like one dear devotee, whom Lord is wanting to keep very close to his heart, along with Mother Lakshmi. Can you imagine? So again, Mahavatar Nrsimha dialogue. कि प्रहलाद, तुम मुझे शिव, ब्रह्मा, शिव और है ना लक्ष्मी से भी ज्यादा प्रिय हो. So क्या है ना? So the Lord is putting such devotees like Prahlad, Hanuman ji close to his heart on his chest. So that is okay. 29. भृत्यानुकम्पिता धियेह गृहीतमूर्ते सञ्चिन्तयेत भगवतो वदनारविन्दम् यद् विस्फरं मकरकुण्डलवल्गितेन विद्योतितामलकोपोलम् उदारनासम्. The yogi should then meditate on the lotus-like countenance of the Lord, who represents his different forms in this world out of compassion for the anxious devotees. His nose is prominent, and his crystal clear cheeks are illuminated by the oscillation of his glittering alligator shaped earrings. This is very beautiful. Actually, alligator is just like crocodile, but there's a difference between alligator and crocodile. Generally, crocodile looks very ugly, but alligator looks beautiful. So alligator and both are like similar. So so the so here lasat kundalam gokule brajmanam. So so the kundal is there and shaking like this. So and this kundal is throwing the light on the cheeks of the Lord. The cheeks of the Lord are very shining, and when that reflection is there, it shines even more. And Lord has a very crystal. Lord's name, nose are also described. So now, Prabhu, we will go to. So now we are coming to the Lord's Lotus phase. Yes. So this. So I'm very sorry to all devotees because I will extend the class till. I'm trying 9:15 or 9:20 something like that. So it's okay. Okay. So, so in the next 15 to 20 minutes, we are going to discuss about faith. And that's the magnum opus, the Greek word, magnum, magnum opus of Lord's beauty is the face. Yes. So, Bilwa Mangal Thakur describes that Lord's body is sweet, madhuram. Lord's face is madhuram, madhuram, is more sweet. And the smile on that face is madhuram, 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 is the sweetest. Yes. So, so the Lord's face is the pinnacle of Lord's beauty. So in the Bhagavatam, which is the most important canto, 10th canto. So the as we go first, second canto, feet, second, third canto, thighs like that, fifth canto, abdomen, like that we keep going. The 10th canto is like the Lord's face. That's the highest of all the. So I was just thinking, okay, which. So, Prabhu, let's go to the CC Madhya Leela 21 chapter. Verse number, sorry, 21 we will go. So now, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction to Sanatan Goswami about Sambandha Gyan. So there, so I was just thinking, okay, how to describe Lord's face. I wanted कि how best to describe, try to analyze Lord's face from various angles. Try to give beautiful description of Lord's face. And I searched through all type of different things, uh, different quotations, and I found that this particular chapter 21 is, I found one of the best descriptions of Lord's face, because here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is himself telling. Generally, we have seen devotees glorifying Lord, but here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself, who is in the mood of Radha Rani, who has tasted the honey-like lips of Krishna, she is describing the Lord's face. So, whenever we hear Chaitanya Mahaprabhu describing about some Krishna Tattva, we can think that it is Radha Rani's words, because the mood is of Radha Rani. Yes. So we'll discuss. And even what to say of Radha Rani, even Krishna gets, when Krishna sees his face, even he gets attracted. अरे ये है ना, इतना सुंदर, मैं इतना सुंदर हूँ. And what devotees, and that's why he get desire to become Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, we give many reasons why Krishna becomes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one of the reason why Krishna becomes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is by seeing his face. When he sees his face in the reflection of the pond, he becomes very, very surcharged. What is, what a beauty I have. Even he is also surprised by his beauty. So let's go. Verse number, yes, bro. 123. 21, 123. यस्याननं मकरकुण्डलचारुकर्णा भ्राजत्कपोलसुभगं सविलासहासं नित्योत्सवं नतरपरो दृशिभिः पिबन्त्यो नार्यो नराश्च मुदिता कुपिता निमेश्च. All the men and women were accustomed to enjoying the beauty of the shining face of Lord Krishna, as well as his shark shaped earrings swinging on his ears. His beautiful features, his cheeks, and his playful smiles all combined to form a constant festival for the eyes. And blinking of the eyes became obstacle that impeded one from seeing that beauty. For this reason, men and women became very angry at the creator Lord Brahma. Yes. So we saw the same earring, shining chicks, festival. And that's why we have Netrotsav. नेत्रों का उत्सव. किसके नेत्र का उत्सव? भगवान के नेत्र का नहीं, हमारे नेत्र का उत्सव. Just like we say feast for what? Our tongue. Similarly, Netrotsav is feast for our eyes. Because Lord's beautiful beauty, you know. So all the Brajvasi used to drink. So Brajvasis only solace. See, Krishna generally used to live in the house of Nanda Maharaj. Generally. And generally, when he will go with cowherd boys, he will remain with cowherd boys and maybe with few gopis. But what about rest of the Vrindavan? They were bereft of Lord's beauty. The only solace for them was they used to wait. When will Krishna pass? See, when he goes to back to his house, he's in his house. When he's go to his forest, he's in the forest. So the only time when rest of the Brajvasis can drink the beauty of Lord Krishna is the you know, going and coming. That's the only time. And that's why Brajvasis were quite aware of the office time of Krishna. कि कृष्णा कब जाते हैं अपने ऑफिस. They were aware, है ना, जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना 9 o'clock पंच कर देना है. So they were also ready, है ना, with their, है ना, with, है ना, whatever. So we have अष्ट का, है ना, अष्टपहर लीला. So they were very much aware that this is the particular time when Krishna passes. So that time they will keep standing. You know, somebody will climb the terrace. Somebody will look through the, stand on the door. Some younger gopis who were not allowed during that time to come to the door also. They will look through the windows. So different Brajvasi they will, and same going. You know. And when Krishna will be coming back from playing in the evening, yes, And that time all the gopis are standing. So he will personally come to Mother Yashoda. But all the gopis, they will be constantly observing him. So there was one gopi. उनका जो घर था, somehow her house was on the roadside through which Krishna used to pass daily. But that house had a window opening not on the roadside. It was 90 degree to the that. Yes, ऐसे था जैसे रोड ऐसे जा रहा है तो ऐसे था, not here. तो वो अपने विंडो से ऐसे ऐसे करती रहती थी, लेकिन कभी कृष्णा उनको उनका आवाज आता था कि कृष्णा इज स्माइलिंग जोकिंग एंड ही इज पासिंग, लेकिन उसको कभी देख नहीं पाती थी. एंड बहुत लंबा वो बोली कि अरे मैं तो, एंड शी कैन नॉट ब्रेक द रूल्स ऑल्सो टू कम आउट ऑफ द हाउस शेमलेसली एंड सी कृष्णा's ब्यूटी. सो बेचारी बहुत थक गई है ना कि मे बी दैट ब्यूटी ऑफ कृष्णा इज नॉट देयर इन माई डेस्टिनी. So one day Krishna thought, I have to fulfill her desire. What Krishna did, Krishna is also very chalu. He was taking his calves and everything. He pinched one calf to run offside. Offside guy, because see, if Krishna himself goes to give her darshan there, then all the gopas they will make fun. Hey Krishna, what you are doing? Because see, Krishna becomes shy. When see Krishna was lifting Govardhan and Krishna was looking at the gopis. So he had all the rasas going on. Gopas were making fun, and Mother Yashoda was feeding. So he was looking at Radharani and Gopis with his side glance. Suddenly he saw that Balram is looking at Krishna. He became shy and put his head down. So, so that kind of shy. So this is the example which Rup Goswami gives in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu for shyness quality of Krishna. We have 64 qualities like shyness. So this is the example he gives. Krishna becomes shy of Balram ji. Yeah? So Krishna सोचे कि कैसे करे. So he pinched one calf. It started running here. And then Krishna, hey calf, तुमको क्या हो गया है? कहाँ भाग रहे हो? And then Krishna started going to that calf, and he stopped the calf, and Krishna exactly came in the purview of the window. And Krishna fully bestowed the beauty of his lotus face to that gopi. Yeah? And then even this Yajna Patnis, we talked about the hand, but then Krishna's face. She saw Krishna's face and then fully captured it within their heart. So that's the face of the Lord. It's exquisite beauty. Okay, bro. Let's go to the verse number. अतति यद भवान अहनी काननम त्रुतिर्युगायते त्वाम अपश्यतमम कुटिला कुंटलम श्रीमुखम चते जडा उदीक्षतम पक्ष्म क्रीडृशाम. O Krishna, when you go to the forest during the day, we do not see your sweet face, which is surrounded by beautiful curly hair. Half a second become as long as an entire age for us. And we consider the Creator who has put eyelids on the eyes we use for seeing you to be simply a fool. Yes. You see, the same thing, na? The gopis are not able to see. The only chance they can see is when Krishna is passing. And that also, one blink comes, तो वो थोड़ा वो हो जाते हैं. It's just like तत्काल टिकट. तत्काल आप जब कर रहे हैं तो थोड़ा थोड़ा डिले बहुत चुभता है. अरे क्यों इतना घूम रहा है, पेमेंट क्यों अटक गया है? Because you just want to capture. You know that Tatkal only open for 5 minutes. Within that 5 minutes, you want to make maximum use of internet. है ना? जल्दी जल्दी सब काम हो जाए. So it's like Tatkal for them. That 11 o'clock Krishna is passing. है ना? 11:02 it will be over. so so in between some hang up comes. So this eyelids are like hang in between. थोड़ा सा स्टक हो जाता है. सो गोपीस को थोड़ा सा दिक्कत होता है उससे कि अरे है ना सीट भर जाएगा है ना. तो यस, नेक्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट. काम गायत्री मंत्र रूपा हये कृष्णेर स्वरूपा सार्ध 26 अक्षरा तार हया स्थे अक्षरा चंद्र हया कृष्णे करी उदया त्रिजगत कैला काममया Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is identical with the Vedic hymns, which are known as Kama Gayatri, which is composed of 24 and half a syllable. The syllable was compared to moons that arise in Krishna, thus all three worlds are filled with desire. Sakhi hai Krishna Mukha, Dvija Raja, Krishna Vapu Simhasane, Vasi Rajya Sasane, Kare Sange Chandrera Samaja. The face of Krishna, please hear this one very nicely. The face of Krishna is the king of all the moons, and the body of Krishna is the throne. Thus, the king governs the society of moons. See, how many of you have heard 22 and half moons on Krishna's body? The 10 moons are 10 nails. So, moon means which shine. So, see, all the body is generally lustrous, but the nails are especially lustrous. Yes? So 10 moons on the nails of Krishna's feet, 10 on the fingers, हो गया ऐसे, and then है ना, one is Krishna's his chicks, uh, chicks are the another one, two, and half is I think this one. Okay, uh, all right. So here in this word it is said कि there are many moons, है ना, but the face is like a king of all moons. It is just like there are many stars. So Krishna's body is like a, you know, various limbs are like various stars. But in that the head is whom? Moon. Yes. And Krishna's body is like a throne. See, the till here the body is compared to throne on which the king sits, the moon sits. You know? So very beautiful analogy. Just like the king sits on the throne, similarly, Krishna's face is sitting on the Krishna's body. Yes. And just like there are many moons, the face is the king of all the moons. Or you can say that other limbs are like minister of the kings. Yes. So that's a very beautiful analogy. It's the pinnacle. Yes, bro. दुई गंधा सुचि कना जीनी मणि सुदर्पना सेई दुई पूर्ण चंद्र जानी ललाटे अष्टमी इंदु ताहाता चंदन बिंदु सेई एक पूर्ण चंद्रमानी. Now the Chandra will come. Krishna has two chicks that shine like glowing gems. Both are considered full moons. His forehead, Prabhu, half moon. Forehead is considered half a moon, and the spot on the sandalwood there is considered a full moon. Yes, so that's the moon. Okay, next, Proji. कर नखा चांदे रहा था वंशी ऊपर करे नाटा तार गीता मुरली रताना पदा नखा चंद्र गना तले करे नर्तना नूपुरे राध्वनि यार गाना. Now other moons are described. His fingernails are many full moons. They dance on the flute in his hand. Their song is the melody of that flute. His toenails are also like many moons, and they dance on the ground. Their song is like jingling of his ankle bells. You know? So 20 other moons are. So now the moons came. King of the moon. On the king of the moon, two full moon, है ना? One half moon. Then 10 these moons. 10 these moons. है ना? This is over. Yes, so next. नाचे मकर कुंडला नेत्र लीला कमला विलासी राज सतत नाचाए भ्रूधनु नेत्र बाना धनुर्गुना दुई काना नारी मना लक्ष्य विंध्यताए. Krishna's face is the enjoyer king. That full moon face makes his sharp shaped earring and lotus eyes dance. है ना? So it is said that Krishna's eyes, तो जब आप कृष्णा के आई को देखेंगे ना, it doesn't remain still. Just like say I am giving class, you are seeing my eyes. It's still. I am looking at your eyes. Your eyes are generally still. Maybe you want to look here, so then the eyes little bit move. But if you see Krishna's eyes, they are very chanchal. They are very chanchal. Krishna's eyes are not, if you see his eyes now, first of all, there is a movement of bows like this. है ना? Eyebrows like this, which looks like as if he is continuously shooting arrows at you. Another thing is that inside the eyeballs are there. They are also keep on moving here and there. You know. So they keep moving devotees' mind also. When devotees see, so they are very chanchal. You see dance, and Makara Kunda. So Krishna generally Lord Ram is very still. Lord Ram is Gambhir, but Krishna is very natkat. So his earrings are also keep swinging. His eyes also keep swinging. You see, eyes and earrings are dancing in that full moon. And okay, that Bhagavatam we left, but don't go there. But I'm just telling. In that next verse, it is said, Krishna's face is like a lotus, and the hairs are like many bumblebees. So many bumblebees they make a jhund, zzz, they are making. So the bees are like black bees. They are like curly hairs. And do you know what the eyes are compared to? Two fish. The lotus is there. Lotus is the full face. On that lotus, zzz, many bees, they're like curly hair. And in the surface of the water, two fishes are always doing like this. So they are like the eyes. So are the fish ever still? Fish are always chanchal. So that's the Krishna's eyes. Yes, so very beautiful discussion is there. Uh, his eye, see, then his eyebrows are like bows, and his eyes are like arrows. His ears are fixed on the string of that bow, and when his eyes spread to his ears, he pierces the heart of the gopis. Wow, that's the beautiful. So you have seen the bow is there; it is tied. So eyebrows are like bow, और उसका स्ट्रिंग को टाई कहाँ किया है? ईयर्स में, यहाँ पे है ना. So generally वो खींचते हैं ना ऐसे. So generally when Krishna eyes is spread like this, then the arrow comes. So Krishna, when his eyes become fully elongated to the ears, so ears are like which is pulling the eyes like this, और फिर arrow खट खट निकलता है. Yes, very beautiful analogy. Yes, so that is he pierces the heart of the devotees. Yes, यही चांदेरा बड़ा नाटा पसारी चांदेरा हाटा विनी मूले विलाय निजामृता काहो स्मिता ज्योत्स्नामृते कहाँ रे अधरामृते सब लोका करे आप्यायिता. The dancing feature of his face surpasses all other full moons and expand the marketplace of full moons. Although priceless, the nectar of Krishna's face is distributed to everyone. Some purchase the moon rays of his sweet smiles, and other purchases the nectar of his lips. Thus he pleases everyone. Yes. Can somebody tell who are those who purchase the moon rays of his sweet smiles? Other gopis who are never able to meet Krishna. And who are the one who purchases the lips nectar? The intimate gopis like Radha Rani. So Krishna's face is like a marketplace. You know? So just like we have many, in which many different nectar. So just like every day from Guttahalli I drop and come here by walking. In between one wine shop comes. So one day I happened to look inside the wine shop. What what these people do, what they keep. So I saw there are many varieties they keep. Deshi, Videshi, champagne, this, that. So many various nectars are there. Yes. So similarly, Krishna's face is like that marketplace. You see, it's written marketplace in which different commodities are sold. किसी के पास उतना पैसा नहीं है तो उसको खाली मून रे बस मिल जाता है फेस का गस ग्लांस. गोपियों के पास बहुत पैसा है ना, उनको बहुत डीपर है ना, दे आर एबल टू इवन टेस्ट द लिप्स ऑफ द लॉर्ड. तो जिसका है ना, जिसका जैसा पैसा है, जिसका जैसा घर है ना, जिसका जैसा वो, so different people get different commodities from that marketplace. Yeah. So that's another very beautiful. In the Gopi Gita, Krishna describes, gopis describe nectar of the lip. है ना, lips कैसा है, का taste कैसा है, they describe. Yes, bro. Vipulya Yatara. So I think everybody is with It's not becoming boredom for devotees. If it is becoming boredom, then maybe we can switch to something. Because we are reading, you know, this Chaitanya Charitamrita. विपुला यत्रा रूना मदना मद घूरना मंत्रियारये दुई नयना लावण्य केली सदना जना नेत्र रसायना सुखमय गोविंद वदना. Krishna has two reddish, widely spread eyes. These are ministers of the king. So who was the king? Can somebody tell? Whole face. On the face, who is the two ministers? Main ministers. Eyes. Eyes are the main ministers. है ना? And they subdue the pride of the Cupid. We know, है ना? The Krishna glanced at the Cupid and Cupid himself got flat. That face of Govinda, which is full of happiness, is the home of the pastimes of beauty, and it is very pleasing to everyone's eyes. यार पुण्य पुंज फले से मुखा दर्शन मिले दुई आँखी की करीबे पाने द्विगुना बाड़े तृष्ण लोभा पीते नारे मना शोभा दुखे करे विधिरा निंदने. If by devotional service one gets the result of pious activities and sees Lord Krishna's face, what can he relish with only two eyes? Yes. So, can somebody tell similar words? One more similar verse is there. How can I relish holy name with the 2 ears? Similarly, here it is there. How can I relish Krishna's lotus face only with two eyes? I want millions of eyes, just like Indra. Indra has many eyes, na? Yes, so I want millions of eyes. Just like Rup Goswami is describing. So इस दो आंखों से मैं किस तरह कृष्णा का see, see it is said कि हम लोग जनरली देखते हैं Krishna's face, but a pure devotee are seeing कि Krishna's face is just like a playground. Within that playground there are many other dynamics going on. आई का अलग डायनामिक्स, लिप्स का अलग डायनामिक, चिक्स का अलग डायनामिक, स्विंग का अलग डायनामिक्स, है ना? सबका कर्ली हेयर का अलग डायनामिक्स. सो फॉर देम, तो हम लोग को लगता है कि बॉडी एक चीज है और बॉडी में फेस सुंदर है, लेकिन यहाँ पे फेस को ही एक पूरा वो बना दिया है, वन बिग ग्राउंड. नाउ विद इन दैट ग्राउंड, है ना, ही इज प्लेइंग वेरियस गेम्स. कोई क्रिकेट खेल रहा है, कोई फुटबॉल खेल रहा है, तो एक एक डिटेल में जा रहे हैं आचार्य लोग. कैन यू इमेजिन? वो फेस को ही एक पूरा वो बना दिया है. यस.